Welcome to Bosnia and Herzegovina.
We've driven to an area about 15 minutes south of the city of Mostar, and we've come here because there's a Dervish monastery right behind us, and it's situated right along the Buna River, and this monastery is absolutely beautiful.
This is both of our first time in Bosnia, and we're just blown away by how beautiful the country is.
Tickets to visit the monastery are €5 each. The monastery in Blagaj is a modest Ottoman building that sits at the base of an enormous cliff. From the cliff, the Buna River seeps out from a cave. The monastery itself was built in 1520 by the Dervish. The Dervish are a mystical branch of Sufi Islam known for rituals that involve various forms of whirling. The monastery is a place for spiritual retreat and reflection. To go inside of the monastery, visitors are requested to cover their legs and their shoulders. The monastery also has headscarves for people that need to cover their hair. It's located on the Buna River, and the area has been occupied by various civilizations. The monastery has an entire room dedicated to historical artifacts from prehistoric times to Roman times. You can definitely get a sense of how ancient this place is. The Buna River that flows right alongside the monastery is absolutely gorgeous. The sound of the rushing water provides a sense of tranquility and peace. The water in the river is a beautiful shade of blue, and it's said to contain mystic properties.
We just got done with the monastery. Now we're going to go across the river to a little spot where you can actually get some really nice views of it.
If you're going to Mostar, definitely make a little pit stop. It's about 15 minutes south of the city. Come visit the Dervish Monastery. The scenery around it with the river, it's fantastic. You have to see it for yourself. We've finally made it to the city center, so we are now in Mostar. And if you're coming by car, they have a parking lot called Parking Center, and it's €5 per day or €2 per hour. So it's pretty safe because it's a
residential building, and they've got indoor parking, and it's just safer than parking on the street. We are absolutely starving. We're gonna go to a restaurant called Lagero. They do traditional Bosnian food, and our first taste of Bosnian food was in Croatia when we had cevapis, and they're chicken kebabs with cheese, and safe to say it was fantastic. So it's going to be a good lunch. We're just on the bridge, and there seems to be a crowd getting together. I think there's a jumper.
As soon as we got to the old bridge, they had someone diving off. We were here maybe a minute or two.
It's high.
It's high up. The restaurant that we've chosen to eat lunch at is called Lagero. I think that this restaurant probably has the best views of the old bridge. We're gonna try the Mostar Pivo, so this is their local beer, and also some local wine. So Ali's giving me a hard time because he's saying, "Oh, Holly's such a daredevil. Why isn't she gonna jump off the bridge?"
Even though you did say you would.
I did say I would until I researched it and found out that people get hurt all the time doing it, and to me it's just not worth it. And it does look pretty scary, to be honest. So yeah, in Mostar, jumping off of the old bridge, it's kind of like a rite of passage, and it's something that I think all boys are supposed to do at least once in their lifetime.
Hi, we have a plate for two here. It comes with the local cevapcici, the local pljeskavica, the filled pljeskavica, the ayvar, the kaymak flavor. It comes with a salad, it comes with fries.
I'm so happy I did not have breakfast or anything because this is absolutely amazing. There's all sorts of different types of meats, kebabs, But it's not only meat. They've also put a bit of salad, bit of aubergines and all of that. It should be good.
Dig in.
I'm not entirely sure which piece of meat is what, but I'm going to start off with the small kebabs.
That's the chavapi.
These are chavapis. Alright.
So we've got pita bread, and the way that we're eating it, we don't know if this is the way that you're supposed to eat it or not, but we're taking a little bit of the cheese or cream. I'm not really sure what this is. Whatever it is, it tastes really good.
Delicious.
And we're putting it on the pita bread, and then we're putting a bit of the meat with it, and then just eating it this way.
I just finished my meal and the guy came out and gave us schnapps. He said this is worse than the jump. And he said the best way to get over and done with is to finish your meal, 1, and 2, just knock it back. So
1, 2, 3.
yeah, that definitely feels like a 60% liquor. It's warming. It reminds me of what we had in Crete, raki. Same thing. Really good in the sense that it burns the inside of you, but whew, I feel the food settling though.
If you're in Mostar, you definitely have to come to Lagero. The views from this restaurant are fantastic, but the food is even better. And they've given us a cake called hermashtika. The guy told us that his mother makes this cake every day, so.
I don't know why, it looked a lot softer, but it's got a bit of a hard shell. So sweet. It's like, it's almost doused in honey. It's really good. Shout out grandma. So, Mostar itself is a pretty small town, and it was divided during the war between 3 different lines: the Muslim, the Orthodox, and the Christian. Now those divisions aren't as obvious. However, the waiter was saying that there's some tension, especially amongst the elder generation. Walking through the old market and just looking at the stalls and everything, there seems to be a lot of Turkish influence. The Grand Bazaar is the perfect place to come if you just want to pick up some souvenirs from your trip to Mostar, some paintings, some jewelry. It's a pretty cool place to just come walk through, and it's right next to the Mostar Bridge and you can't miss it.
The old bridge right here is called Stari Most, and the divers that dive from here are diving at 24 meters. And the water below is like 7 degrees Celsius, so it's really cold. It's really dangerous. But this is probably the most popular tourist attraction here in Mostar.
We parked our car on the east side of the river, crossed the bridge onto the west side where we had lunch, and now we're going to be crossing back again onto the Mostar Bridge, onto the east side, and explore that side of the city.
If you're walking across the old bridge, try to walk on the raised parts because it can get pretty slippery.
Alright, last chance.
Yeah.
Do you want to jump?
I definitely do not. No, I don't want to break anything today. After our lunch, we've come to try some Bosnian coffee.
Our coffee just came, and it has a very similar setup to Turkish coffee in the sense the pot and the little gawa cup effectively, and it also comes with a Turkish delight. So these two together should be a good mix. I'm not entirely sure how to do it though. Okay, here we go, Bosnian coffee. That is very strong. I think I'm going to be up all night. It's a mix between Turkish coffee and espresso.
Okay.
I think I need more sugar for sure. Bosnian coffee. It was strong. That's all I'm going to say about it.
I like it. See, I like Turkish coffee. I like Arabic coffee. I like the Bosnian coffee. I thought it was good. I think we're finished with the Old Town of Mostar.
And to be fair, I think the Old Town of Mostar is slowly packing up. When we were walking through here to get to the cafe, this street was busy.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to head to the northern part of town. So there is a park that has a Bruce Lee statue that we're going to check out. There is a sniper tower and a gymnasium. Behind me is the sniper tower, and right now it's completely abandoned. There are signs saying that you can't go inside of it, There's graffiti all around it. You can still see bullet holes on the side of it. Because this building is one of the tallest ones in Mostar, it was used as a sniper tower. Right across from the sniper tower is the Bruce Lee statue. So if you're walking through the park and you happen to stumble upon a statue, it is of Bruce Lee. So I think the reason why the statue is here is because back in the times when this area was part of Yugoslavia, one of the common things that united people was the love for Bruce Lee and for martial arts. We just drove up to Mount Hum, and from here you can get really nice views of Mostar. The sunset is so beautiful right now. It's a little bit windy. Ali keeps almost losing his hat. But this is the perfect place to end our day in Mostar.
Thank you so much for watching our Mostar vlog. We have videos coming out twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. So hit that subscribe button and get your one-way ticket with us.
Bye!